Hello everyone. In this video we are talking about food sensitivity testing. So food sensitivity testing is a really important test. It's probably being completely ignored by your medical doctor or neglected at the very least, and it's really frustrating because I've been doing food sensitivity testing for people with chronic health problems and getting great results for almost 10 years. So let's talk about it. So first of all, like about 13 or 14 years ago, a book came out. It was called Your Food Allergies Are Making You Fat. Well, it's more than food allergies, it's food sensitivities. And you can read the book if you like. It's 400 pages. Maybe you can get it done in a week. But what it's really about is not so much the food, but the inflammation. So it's all about inflammation is the driving factor behind chronic disease. So if it won't heal and it won't go away, there's inflammation involved. Where does the inflammation come from? When it's systemic, almost always it's coming from the gut. So we're going to talk about, like, real quick, I think like 4 major things that are red flags for people that need food sensitivity testing. Number 1, weight loss issues. If you are doing everything you can to lose weight and it just won't work, you've tried every diet, you're doing the same diet as everyone else and they're losing weight and you're not losing weight, you've done keto, you've done paleo, you've done carnivore, you've done Whole30, you've done Weight Watchers, you've done every diet and nothing works. Probably the reason is your chemistry is off, and the inflammation is often the barrier to your body's ability to lose weight. So the inflammation, if it's coming through the gut, it's coming through food sensitivities. You don't even know that the healthy food you're eating and the low calories you're eating, they're still creating the problem that's preventing you from losing weight. So weight loss, difficulty, challenges, that's a major red flag for food testing. Number 2 would be gut problems. That seems obvious, right? Everything you eat is a problem, or some of the things you eat. Maybe you eat something and your gut just blows up like a spare tire. I've had people tell me that it's like they have their gut is hooked up to an air compressor and it just bloats right up. Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's gas and bloating and constipation. Maybe it's diarrhea. Maybe it's reflux, right? Your food's coming up. It's like you eat something and something goes wrong in your gut. You want to know what it is, and you're thinking, what did I just eat? Maybe it wasn't something you just ate. Maybe it was something that you ate a day ago or 2 days ago, because some of these sensitivities take a couple of days to show up. So then what do? How do you know what it is? Do you just give up everything? Give up, eggs and gluten and dairy and all the good stuff? So let's find out. Let's not guess. Let's not, jump to conclusions. Let's find out what is it that's setting your gut off, and what can we do about that? Autoimmune conditions. Boy, where do we start there, right? It's an epidemic in this country. Millions, tens of millions of Americans, like 50 million was the last I read, but there's more. I've read that the number of people with autoimmune conditions in the United States is greater than the number of people with heart disease and cancer combined. So I suffer from autoimmune conditions, and I treat a lot of patients that suffer from autoimmune. I always start with food sensitivity testing. It is a game changer. So autoimmune is a problem with the immune system. What drives the immune system to go bonkers? Inflammation, right? Cytokine issues. You have to stop all the triggers that are creating inflammation and wreaking havoc on your immune system. Food sensitivities are a game changer. So we're talking things like lupus, MS, Hashimoto's thyroiditis, rheumatoid arthritis, plaque psoriasis, the inflammatory stuff in the gut, the ulcerative colitis and Crohn's, and Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. I treat some of that. That one's a rough one. There's a lot of autoimmune. Some endometriosis, they say, is autoimmune, and I know a thing or two about that and how to figure it out. But you've got to start with food sensitivity testing. So again, autoimmune, we talked about gut, we talked about weight loss resistance, brain issues, oh my goodness, ADHD, mood swings, memory problems, brain fog. There's something called the gut-brain axis. It's how your brain and your gut are very, very connected. If there's a problem with your brain, there's probably a problem in your gut. And did you know that your gut actually makes more neurotransmitters with serotonin than your brain does? So it's important to treat the gut when you've got brain issues. What else? Pain, chronic pain, the pain that doesn't go away. It's always there, or it comes back. Migraines, neck pain, back pain, tennis elbow, golfer's elbow, knee pain, arthritis, right? Any itis for that matter, colitis, sinusitis, arthritis, gastritis, esophagitis, all the itises. If it says itis on the end, it's inflammation. Listen, if you're struggling with a health challenge, brain, gut, autoimmune, weight loss resistance, sometimes hormone imbalances, that's another talk. And if you've got one of those and you want to get food tested for sensitivities, we can do that. And look around below the video or to the side, there's a button, just click the button, and that's going to take you to a little discovery call with me that you can schedule. I'll talk you through it real quick and make sure that you're not wasting your money, that food sensitivity testing is the right path for you, and it's not for everyone, and I'll tell you if it's not. Listen, you can take a food sensitivity test. It's real cheap online on your own. But I think that the reason you want to take a food sensitivity test isn't just to know the foods you're sensitive to. And you're trying to solve a health problem. And sometimes it's hard being your own doctor. Sometimes you just want to talk to somebody for a few minutes. Once you get your test results in, I'm here. I'm here to tell you what protocol to do, what to do about all the foods that you're sensitive to. There's different protocols. Depending on your health condition. How long do you have to give up those foods? Do you have to give them all up? Can you have the food sometimes? Do you have to give it up forever? When do you reintroduce it if you don't have to give it up forever? And what if nothing shows up on the test? Then where do you go? So that's what I'm here for. You don't need me to take a food sensitivity test. You need me or a healthcare provider to walk you through the protocols to get you to the health goals that you're going for the reason why you're testing in the first place. So go ahead and click the button, schedule a discovery call with me. A discovery call is just that. It's just to discover, have a little chat, figure out what's right for you, and there's no obligation, there's no cost. There's a cost for the food test, but not for me. And all I ask is that you show up for the discovery call. I'm going to give up my time when you book with me. And I just want you to show up for the call. So go ahead and click the button, fill out your information, and we'll chat soon. Bye-bye.